This facility's been here for approximately 15 months. All the hires for Sooner Pipe and KB Machine are local hires. In fact, I live 2 blocks away. Most of us live close. And so you could say we're 100% local hires at this facility. Our company's decided to buy everything local, from trucks to equipment to services. We've used local builders for these facilities, and KB Machine is also hired local, and 100% of their workforce is local.
Everything from tires, I mean, people that are involved in the tire repair business, to railroads, obviously, road contractors, equipment sales. And if you've ever been out on a job site, you see an awful lot of Caterpillar equipment. And what do you see? A sticker on it that says what? Cleveland Brothers Equipment Company, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
There's a local impact on townships, boroughs, city, and county government. It's very, very important to understand that unlike the state, they have a revenue stream directly related to the growth of the Marcellus Shale business up here, in the form of sales tax, in the form of income tax, corporate tax. All those revenue sources flow to Harrisburg. I think it was just recently reported that there's an $800 million surplus, and my question would be to the Secretary of the Treasury, you know, how much of that can be traced back to the Marcellus Shale?
I have never, ever seen the job creation that we're seeing now in any one of those communities. And Scranton and Wilkes-Barre did pretty well for quite a while, even in some of the tougher times. Never. There has been nothing like this. It is so good that we have people fighting over how many jobs are being created. Well, it's not 40,000, it's only 20,000. What a nice problem to have. We are creating thousands of jobs in Pennsylvania, and it's about time. How many of you are natives here or natives of Pennsylvania and tired of hearing people say over the years, when can we create enough jobs so our children don't have to move to New York or New Jersey or Texas or wherever it is? I know I am. I got a son in Maryland and a daughter in North Carolina. Okay? And where would I much rather have both of them? Especially my daughter, since we have 2 grandchildren with her. But, you know, this is our opportunity.
We, as an industry, want to hire Pennsylvania residents, and that we, as an industry, see the Pennsylvania educational system as one system that does train good workers that are prepared for the careers in the natural gas field. When some people think of Marcellus Shale, they think in terms of the number of rigs that are in the field. We've already noticed how we are in a brand new facility with new employees that was not here, 2 years ago.
If I go back about 3 years ago when most of this started here in this region, someone mentioned here, we did not have the legacy knowledge. We didn't have the programs in place to support this industry. And the one thing that Penn College did at that point was to say, it looks like this thing is real. We took time to go out and study what was there. We worked with industry. They donated their time to us to help understand that there's about 150 different occupations that are required to support this industry, what those occupations are. And we took that back to Penn College and said, which programs do we have in place? Which ones do we not have in place? And what do we need to actually put in place right now to make sure that we have the ability to train Pennsylvania workers locally? And that's what we've been able to do. And again, we would not have been able to do it without everyone here. So we appreciate that. That was 3 years ago. If I roll the clock forward to today, we work on a fiscal year that's closed out June 30th. Our Marcellus Shale Education and Training Center that you saw reflected on the video there, and that Mary had indicated they had supplied some support for, we trained over 3,000 workers in this industry through our center at Penn College. If you would have told me 3 years ago that that was possible, I think most of us would have laughed. okay, or would have challenged that as even being feasible. It's been a very good year. At one point, I don't have statistics for the last couple of months, but at one point, 92% of the trainees that came through our center were Pennsylvania residents.
I graduated from Penn College in 2005 in welding and fabrication engineering technology. And a lot of the courses at Penn College really did prepare me for the industry. Not only Marcellus Shale, but out in the nuclear world too, where I previously have been for the last 5 years. Last 5 years I've been working on the road, various power plants across America. I mean, from California to Florida to Nebraska, Texas, and back. And it's just been a wild ride. But when Marcellus Shale kicked off, you know, I wanted to come home. And when I had the opportunity to finally come home and work and be back, that's what I chose.